Alright, welcome back to the workshop session. So today I'm going to talk about installation on the at-home simulation ROS site package, which we will be installing downloading the package of the competition files. So we go through at-home simulation ROS GitHub. So we already installed the ROS, so we just need to go to here. This is the first task. So we just download the zip file. Right, so before that we also need to install the ROS bridge server. So again, ROS distro, this ROS distro we just replace with Noetic. And then we also need to install the Synverse ROS bridge server. This is the you can think of it's a bridge between the Synverse, which is the virtual simulator world that we are going to compete in, and then also between the ROS. So we're going to cd, oops, config this first. Oops, okay. I need to copy one by one. Can be to 3D. Yeah. Okay. This is to download the folder that we are going to use, and then the tar is actually to unzip, you can say. And then cd is to navigate to that directory, and then this is to compile and execute, if I'm not mistaken. Then we also need to make is compiler. And then lastly install. Okay. And then the last one. Right. So now continue to the next one. So if you want to like see what we are actually doing, it's actually similar like inside here. So just now we just went to downloads folder, which is this, and then just now we downloading like this. Oh, is to download the folder, right? So it's actually this. And when we use the tar, it's actually to unzip. And then we are going to similarly do here. So yeah, you see we have another file here. And then when we are, yep, a new folder here. This is to navigate into that folder. And then we see which is similar to Wik. So the last one is sudo make stop. Alright. Moving on to Silver's Bridge. Good Cloud is also to download the package basically inside. It's like download. So to test the whether we install correctly or not, we just run this, and then waiting for connection. It says that we are doing the right thing lah. Like it's waiting for connection from port 50,001. But since we are not having um any sender, so uh this it won't have any like connection lah for now. And now we have successfully installed the ROS bridge server. Now we are going to write the Sigva's ROS bridge server already. And then now we are going to install this package, which we already sort of did when we installed when download here. But let's just use this. By the way, cd dot dot is to go back to the previous directory. Catchinmake. So as you have noticed, when we are going to use Catchinmake to compile the changes that we have done, right, we always go to the Catchin WS, not inside. Alright. So now we can execute it. Hopefully we hopefully success. Yeah, good. Now this shows that we are actually doing like completed the installation lah. This is just a sample. So you don't have to know what all this means yet. You just have to know that we once you see this, this means that we have successfully loaded the package, which not package. We have successfully loaded the package. Yes, the package name is Handyman, and we also able to run the launch file. The launch file is something like the exe of of a series of code. Yeah, so if you want to close that, you just Control C. And then yeah, so now inside our Catkin, you can see there's like source, stable, and build. And when we go to SRC, and then you will see we have the Handyman ROS and also Sigva's ROS package, which it has been reflected also in here. So if you are unfamiliar with the using terminal, you can still use this. Just that when you need to like code or something, you maybe need to like control right shift oops shift right click so shift right click and then open in terminal, and then it will directly go to that directory. And let's go through a bit what is actually in here. So in here, the launch file that we just like inside our command is Handyman, right? Then we are launching the sample.launch. So it's actually this. And we go to this sample.launch, you will see there's quite a lot of things. We will go through this one by one later, like how to read all this, what it all meant. But just to let you know, just an overview lah. The syntax of this launch file is starting from this and also end with this. And then inside you can define what are the prerequisites of this code that we are using, which includes, for example, here ROS bridge server, and it is also started with this include and also ending with this. So inside here, there's actually like we like the arguments. The arguments is something like a variable lah. You need to know the sub message robot topic name, for example. And then in here we actually have also the node. So the node name is handyman sample, and then package is handyman. So which is our current package lah. And then when we go to this, oh no. Yeah, this we can see the handyman sample.cpp. So inside this launch file, right, we are actually calling this handyman sample.cpp. The reason why we won't use like directly run this only is that sometimes in robot development we are going to call several codes, which means that our logic is inside this CPP, but we are also like need to use some other things or some other multiple codes. Therefore, we are using something called launch file to include them all together. It's okay if you don't understand right now. We will go through it more deeper in the later session. Just need to let you know that .launch file is something that we call every time we are going to the compilation. We only launch this .launch file instead of all the CPPs. CPP means C++, or PY stand for Python. And you can go through HSR is the robot that we are using in this at-home simulation competition, and these all are, you don't need to know like everything, but if you are interested like how the robot is defined, you can look through lah. So ROS is actually a simulation of the robot itself. .rbis is the simulation file, and then this file alone is in charge of creating the simulation of the robot. So if we launch this, so we just use for example here. And we just change bits oops HSR this RB this is fun. Let us try teleop. element. Right. So we are now in this, we're launching this. Okay. And just can make me see. Okay, well, I'm not sure what went wrong because this seems launching fine. Oh, wait. Right, because we are using the wrong domain. Yeah, so if you want to use this, like see what this all are, pages are done, ROS. Yeah. Um, something. Well, this is one. Okay. I will get back to this then later. And if you want to try, okay. So yeah, this is just to like let you know that this teleopy means like basically it means control. So when we are having the competition, these are all the commands that you are going to use for the competition, which means first of all we have to send the robot has to send I am ready before the organizer sends you the instruction to the robot. So for example like this. Yeah, so I just press 0 and then it says I'm ready. Send my message. And then 1 room reach. So if we go back to the competitions, overview. Yeah, this is what it means. The avatar sends are you ready to message the robot, and then the robot needs to send back I am ready to the avatar. And then which is this 0 I am ready. Yep, and then you can control the robot if you want by using ABCD as you can see here. And then because it's the more robot that we use is actually looking like this. Um, yeah, so this is how it exactly looks like inside our simulation. So you can see there's like the gripper, there are sensors, camera, display, and so on. So we are going to use all this to complete the task. So yeah, you are welcome to play around. Then let's see if we have missed something. No, it's all good here. And then we are going to do the same for the interactive cleanup as well. You just run here. I won't go through it one by one, just to save you time. And then also human navigation. So it's the same kind of process which we already done in Handyman. So just to test out whether you install it correctly, you just launch this. So after, if you have launched it perfectly, you should be able to launch this with no problem lah. Just like what we did just now. And yeah, I think that is all for this whole training session. And then next up, we are going to try and see if we can launch it with the Unity, like launch the ROS side and also the Unity side, so we can see how both of them communicates and how the robot is going to finally work. Yeah, that's all. Just take back homework, or you can say just for your information, you go to this. Yeah, just now we already did all this. Oh, right. You can also install the ROS using here. Like just now we only install the ROS bridge and then Mongo C, C++. And there are some things that we haven't installed yet. For example, this Letterboard 3 packages. So if you want to try out the example scenes with this tutorial, you can try out to follow all these instructions, and then you can try out the example scenes here. Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, all this can work except for the cloud VR. If you want to play the VR, you can let me know. For this darknet ROS, there is some problem with that lah, basically, because I think the default package given inside the installation is not updated, so there's an error there. But other than that, you can just try out of this if you want. Yeah, and that's it. So thank you for your time for learning with me, and sorry if there's any places that I haven't explained thoroughly. You can let me know if you have any questions anytime inside the WhatsApp group. Yeah, thank you.